Hey there, Tad Harger from Marketing for Hippies here, and today I want to talk about something I got from a fellow named Dominic Canterbury in Seattle. And he was talking about marketing. He said there are three things that need to be established in marketing in order. Relevance, credibility, and value. I wrote a blog post about this you can check out at marketingforhippies.com/RCV, or I'll probably put in the link somewhere around here. And so relevance, credibility, value. That's so important. And I was on a call the other day, and I talked about it in a way I hadn't before. That's not in that post, but relevance is, I notice you. We only tend to really pay attention to things that are relevant to us. You know, you're reading through a magazine, you see lots of ads, but the only ones that catch your eye are the ones that are relevant to you. You're going through a painful divorce and you see an ad about that, it's going to jump out more than if you're in a relationship where everything's going fine. You know, if you're at a party or in a loud environment and you hear somebody say your name, or something that sounds like your name, you'll turn, even if they're not shouting. With a name like Tad, if I go by a park, it's just constantly, Dad, and what? So, so it doesn't take much. We just have to name the person. We just have to speak to their issue. We have to let them know very quickly that what we're doing is relevant to them, and then they notice us. So that's the first thing. Credibility is, but here's the thing, relevance doesn't mean they're going to buy. It just means they notice you. That's it. So, all this work around niching, it's vital, it's important, it's the first step. You can't go anywhere without it, but that doesn't sell things. You can have a really tight niche, very clear, awesome target market, but it doesn't mean they'll buy. It just means I notice you. And credibility is, I'll consider you. It means I trust you, but it's also, just because they notice you, just because you're relevant, doesn't mean they're even considering doing anything with you. So this credibility piece is a step where they're like, I would actually, consider, you're in the running. You're now one of the candidates, but you're one. There are probably more. There's other people offering similar things. So just because they consider you doesn't mean they're going to buy from you. They're going to purchase your product or service. So I notice you, I'll consider you, and the third thing, value, that's when they actually buy. So you can have an extremely relevant, incredible offering, and people don't buy. I hear this all the time. People say, but God, I've got something that's really good, but I'm not getting sign-ups. And the trouble is going to be in one of those three. It may be that nobody's noticing you, because what you're doing is so generic that it doesn't even occur to somebody that it would be something worth paying attention to. It might be that what you've got is very relevant, people notice it, but nobody trusts it. So you're not in the running, nobody's really seriously considering you. But it also could be that there's not the value there. Value being return on investment, value being I put in this much money and I get this much value back, and the value is greater than the cost. So this is where we get into packages. This is where we get into crafting really good offers and making sure that it's clear to people. One of my favorite definitions of marketing is a fellow Mac Ross, and he said marketing is about establishing the value beyond the immediately apparent. It's hard to say it better than that. So relevance, credibility, value. I notice you, I'll consider you, I'll buy from you.